Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I basically just wanted to talk about my favorite palettes. So I've got a few here and yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight in. So the first palette I want to talk about is a limited edition one. I'm gonna get the limited edition ones out of the way. There's only two, but you can't get them anymore. I don't think you can get this one anyway. But it's the Dose of Colors Desi x Katy palette. This one is called The Girls and it's the palette they brought out with their collection with Dose. So first of all, I want to talk about the packaging. Like, I have never seen makeup that is packaged this beautifully ever. It's just like, it's like a fabric. It's like a mesh fabric with glitter, the rose gold accents and everything. Like, I love it. I just think it looks so luxury. So it does have 4 shades inside. So they're all like metallic, rich shades. 2 of them are wet and 2 of them are dry, like wet formula, so you have to use them wet. And then you do get a mirror in there as well. But yeah, I just wanted to put this into my video because first of all, the packaging, my favorite. It will always be my favorite. And also the shades, I feel like this one in particular, Harpoon, it's one of my favorite shades ever. It's such a unique, it's almost like teal with like a green and a gold reflex, but also like a gray undertone. It's so pretty. And yeah, I just think it's so beautiful. So yeah, I don't think you can get this on Dose of Colors anymore. I don't actually use this one that often because I'm so scared of running out. I get like that with limited edition stuff. Like, I'm really scared of running out of it because I won't be able to get it again. But I'll definitely be doing some more looks with this for sure. So it's just so me. It's like sparkly, rose gold, you know, a bit extra. Love it. Now moving on to the next one. This is the Smashbox Bold Covershot palette. So they still do the Covershot palettes, like they do all of the other shades. They just don't do this shade anymore. And again, the packaging on this is fantastic. Yeah, they just don't do this one anymore. I think I was like editing video and I was trying to look for a link for it the other day, and everywhere that I thought would like sell it, like Smashbox website or Boots website, they had every color. They just didn't have this one, and it wasn't listed as sold out. It just wasn't listed at all. So I feel like they might have discontinued it. So this is the bold one. I love it because it's got a great variety of like primary colors, and then you've got these secondary colors as well, which is great. I've not actually ever used these 2 top ones, but these ones are amazing. They're all matte and they're all super pigmented as well. Like, for example, like, it's so pigmented, and like the orange, super pigmented. So the good thing I like about this is the colors don't stain your eyes, which is a great thing for me. I love working with color, and my pet hate is especially like pinks and reds when they stain you and you have like pink eye for like a week. It's the worst. This one is so nice, and I think they were only really cheap as well. They still, like I said, do have all of the other shades. They just don't have this one, so I'm really sorry, but it is one of my favorites, so I'm gonna put it in the video, you know? So the next 2 palettes are from Morphe. The first ever Morphe palette I got was not that long ago. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I got this, I think I got this on the first run because mine doesn't have the shades on the back, nor did it come with a piece of paper with the shades on. I'm pretty pissed about that. Whatever. This is definitely a well-loved palette from me. I reach for it all the time, and it's just like a great palette to travel with, and because you've got all of your neutrals, your warms, and then you've also got your like pops of color in there as well. So yeah, I think it's great, and this was like £38. Might have even been 37, and that's crazy. Like, you get all of this, they're super pigmented, they're super blendable, and it's £38. What? How do they make them that cheap? This definitely started off my obsession with Morphe palettes. Love it. So yeah, well done to Jaclyn Hill. I think if you're looking for like an affordable brand, if you're starting out as a makeup artist, or you just want to have a play around with makeup, Morphe is such a great brand because it's so affordable. From the palettes to the brushes to even the new stuff that they're bringing out, like their liners and their lip products, the lashes, they're all really affordable. And and there's so many places in the UK now where you can actually get access to them because obviously it is a US brand. Yeah, I love this. I've got a lot of love, I've got a lot of time for Morphe. Everything they do, all their collaborations are amazing. And yeah, the Jaclyn Hill palette, if you don't have it, you can get it because it's permanent now as well. It did start off as a limited edition, but it is permanent, so you can get your hands on that. And then the next palette from Morphe is a relatively new one as well. This was the one they brought out at Christmas, so this is after they rebranded. So I'm holding it back here because it's like really big. Like if I hold it here, it's gonna take up most of the screen. But this is the 39A Dare to Create palette. So this is bigger than the usual Morphe palettes. Let me just show you the Jaclyn one. So it is quite a bit bigger, and this one has, I don't even know, I'm not gonna count them, but it has a lot of eyeshadows in there. This one did come with like a little plastic insert which has the shade names. I wouldn't usually keep stuff like this, but I kind of wanted to keep the shade names of these because I think it's really useful for tutorials and stuff. So this is the palette. So again, you've got a nice variety of warm shades, cool shades, and then these middle shades are bigger because they are sort of like multi-use powders. So you could use them to bronze, you could use them on your eyes, to contour, whatever you really want to use them for, you can do that. This one, again, I think this one was £38, between 35 and 38, maybe it was 35, I think it was 35. So this one was even cheaper than the Jaclyn Hill palette. Obviously it is a bit bigger, so it was still more expensive than the usual Morphe palettes. I think they're about between 23 and 28, I want to say. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's such an amazing palette, amazing value for money as well, like £35, and you get, like, I won't count them, 39, oh, so 39, so you get 39 pans in there, 7 of which are much bigger. It's almost like a face and eye palette just because you do get those sort of like contour and bronzer shades. So I think it's such a great value for money. Again, they're super pigmented, they're super blendable, and I love Morphe's rebrand. I think it's so chic, and I really hope they keep this sort of like really artistic edge to their branding because I think it's really nice. I don't know if you can get this one anymore either, but do have a look on their Morphe website. They do have a UK website now, which is uk.morphe.com. So yeah, I know they did bring out 2 smaller palettes. They got the 15D and the, I didn't know what the other one was, but I got the 15D as well. That one I haven't put in my favorites video because it's just like neutral oranges, warm browns, you know, the jam. But that one was like a much smaller palette and it was only £15. It came in like a hard plastic case, so it's not like the cardboard case that these ones are. It might have a mirror as well, and it was £15. That's amazing. But I know that the 2 smaller palettes they brought out, they have made them permanent now, so they aren't just gonna be around for Christmas, if you know what I mean. They're around forever. And then the last palette and brand that I want to talk about is Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is the newest of her palettes that she's brought out. This is the Soft Glam palette, but I do also have some of her other palettes here. I don't have every single palette that she's ever done. I wish I did because they're great. So we've got the Modern Renaissance, the Subculture, Prism, and Soft Glam. I can honestly say all 4 of these would be in my favorites. I know a lot of people have some stuff to say about Subculture, but for me it was fine, it worked, it blended, and I got on really well with it, and it's definitely one of my most used palettes. Modern Renaissance, as you can see, is so dirty. It's not even pink anymore, it's grey, it's horrible. And I've hit pan on like quite a few of the shades. I love this one so much. If you're more into sort of like warm tones, you want those berry tones, I would say if you have more red hair, green eyes, this palette is for you, for sure. This is gonna make you look. And then the Prism palette, again, is great if you like experimenting with color. I absolutely adore this palette. This Sphere shade is just, it just gives it to me. It does. I love this so much. And then again, obviously we have the Soft Glam. We all know it's a winner. And then Subculture, which is controversial, but I love the tones of this. So autumnal, so me. This mustard shade gets beaten up. I've already hit pan on it. I'm really sad, and I really want them to bring it out in a single because like I would buy a lot of those. So that wraps up my quick little fave palettes video. I hope, I don't really know what I hope. What am I making this video for, really? Just basically just to show you what my favorite palettes are, what I like. Obviously, depending on what budget you're on, and Morphe is going to be the more affordable, Anastasia is going to be a little bit more high-end. These palettes are £43, or is it 42? I think it's 43, or 42. I don't know. Maybe I should do my research before filming this video. 42 to 43 pounds for these palettes, but I do believe they are worth it. The packaging again is amazing. It's like this flocked material. They just look good. They all perform well, I think, anyway. I mean, other people have different opinions, but for me they work fine. They all perform well. The brush is in them. I never use it. I use the dense end, never use the blending end, and I just love these. I love everything Anastasia does, basically. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any of these palettes, what you think of them, and let me know in the comments what your favorite palettes are as well. If I don't have them, I'll have to go and buy them and try them for myself, definitely. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon as well, and that'll make sure you don't miss any of my future uploads. And with that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.